In today's section on Shemitah, we will begin the chapter that discusses the produce of Shemitah. Until now, we've only really touched upon the laws of Shemitah that relate to the land, planting, watering plants, and things that relate to the work of plants and the like. We will now relate to the actual produce of Shemitah, which is a topic of Shemitah that's really relevant to everyone, as everyone needs to eat produce. Even those in the diaspora need to look out and know the laws relevant towards produce that has been shipped from Eretz Yisrael and is being sold in the market, in the free market, in the diaspora in which they may purchase at. This bichlal is a problem during the whole year, during every year, not just a Shemitah year, regarding Trumas and Maasros of fruits and vegetables that are imported from Israel. But especially during the Shemitah year, in which it's forbidden to bring, as we will learn, any Shemitah produce, one must pay special care regarding the source of his produce that he is purchasing. So what laws relate to Shemitah produce? So we will learn in one of the coming lessons that there's a specific definition for Shemitah produce, meaning not all fruits and vegetables and grains that come out of the Shemitah year are defined as Shemitah produce. There's a specific definition of when a fruit or vegetable or grain has become defined as Shemitah produce. For that reason, you will still have most fruits today at this time are not yet considered Shemitah produce, rather they're considered sixth-year produce. And in the beginning of the 8th year, we will still have much of the produce on market, which will be Shemitah produce. This we will discuss in a coming lesson. Right now we will discuss what laws are relevant towards Shemitah produce. So first of all, number one, there's a mitzvah on the owner of the land to disown it. The mitzvah is to be mafkir the land to everyone. So every Jew has equal ability to take from the land, and the person has to actually place a sign and make a available entrance for people to come in and take the produce from the fields. Number two, the laws of Tzvichen. The laws of Tzvichen state that all ground produce, meaning not trees, that grow during the Shemitah year are completely forbidden in Achila, are forbidden to be eaten, or considered non-kosher. This is the law called Tzvichen. We will discuss it when we get to it. But all Shemitah produce, which is defined as a vegetable or a grain, is defined as Tzvichen and is forbidden to be eaten. And this is another reason why special care must be taken during the Shemitah year on the market, because there is a lot of Tzvichen on the market with people not keeping Shemitah and placing these produce that have grew during Shemitah and are forbidden to be eaten on the market. Another law applicable to Shemitah produce is that it's forbidden to destroy Shemitah produce. This created the idea called the Shemitah garbage, in which when you're eating Shemitah produce at home, you have to have a special garbage set aside because it's forbidden to cause it to be destroyed by throwing it into the regular garbage. The Shemitah produce must be honored properly. The fourth limitation to Shemitah produce is the prohibition of doing business. For this reason, it's forbidden for Shemitah produce to be on the regular market and sold on the regular market value. Rather, a special method has to be found in order to allow the distribution of Shemitah produce to the public, as we will discuss under the section of Eitzer Bezdin. Another law applicable to Shemitah produce, it's forbidden to bring Shemitah produce to the diaspora, and therefore someone who will be selling fruits or vegetables diaspora during Shemitah, and it comes from Eretz Yisrael, care must be taken to find out if this is defined as Shemitah produce or not. As if it's defined as Shemitah produce, it can involve a number of issues, including this issue, which is an isser to bring Shemitah produce outside of Eretz Yisrael. Another isser involves Shemitah produce. It's forbidden to give it to a Gentile. It's meant to be eaten only by Jews. Another issue involves Shemitah produce is the idea of beer. That if one has Shemitah produce at home, when it comes a certain time of the year, he must fulfill the mitzvah of beer, which is to actually remove the Shemitah produce from his house. Amir Tashem, in the coming shiurim, we will delve into each one of these matters and explain them. Right now we will begin with discussing the disowning of the land during Shemitah. So as we said, it's brought down in the Rambam, Perek Daled, Halacha Chav Daled, that every owner that contains a Kedusha Shemitah product on his field must disown the product and give entrance for all people to be able to come into the field. Likewise, Fields of vegetables which grew during the 6th year must be disowned during Shemitah, as by vegetables we go basar l'kita after when they are gathered, and therefore it's considered a Shemitah produce. So this halacha enters into a bit of a difficulty regarding, unfortunately, many field owners that do not keep Shemitah and will not be disowning their field properly. So does such produce receive an isser of eating because they transgress what is called shamar, they have guarded it, or does it remain mutter? Meaning, if somehow this produce got onto the market, is it forbidden or permitted to be eaten? So this matter is a machlekes and achreinim regarding if shamar, a guarded field during Shemitah that was meant to be mufkar, free, whether the produce becomes forbidden. And practically it's agreed in achreinim that since Shemitah today is only d'Rabbanan, one may be lenient. And therefore, although lechatchila, of course, we do not enter into a situation where there's a chashash of shamar, of produce that has been guarded improperly during Shemitah, the diabet, one does not have to worry about it.